Hello, everyone. This is Lena London, and you are listening to Lena and the Beat, and this is my music podcast. Music for now. Maybe it'll change in the future, but it's all things related to music. And right now, I am hosted on SoundCloud, and you can find me, Lena London. And if you want to write me, my email is lena@thelenalondon.com. Anywho, like many of you, maybe you saw two things you thought you'd never see tonight, which are uh, the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series against the Indians, and I hate saying that name. 8-7. Today is November 2nd, 2016. And the second thing, well, I don't know if this was hush hush or if everyone knew about this, but I just found out about this like today. But the second shock that I experienced today was Beyoncé performing at the Country Music Awards tonight. And she performed with the Dixie Chicks, and I believe they performed her song Daddy's Lesson, which sounds pretty country to begin with. So it was actually pretty mind-blowing. I'm not surprised that she did so well. It was like country Texan black folk meets country Texan white people, or just Texans with Texans. And it kind of had like a New Orleans sound to me. It kind of had like that Mardi Gras sound, but in any case, I thought it was an amazing blending of two. Should I even say two styles? Or maybe, yeah, two styles, because I'm not sure if Beyonce's song is purely country. Maybe it is. It sounds pretty country to me. It's like new age country. And, sorry, I lost my train of thought, but Beyonce's country sound and the Dixie Chicks. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. And as I was watching it, I felt a sense of maybe happiness that I saw these two seemingly different genres of music that represent almost different cultures, if you will, coming together. It kind of gave me a lot of hope for the future. And it seemed like, from what I can see, from what the cameras showed us, the viewers watching at home, it seemed like she was well received by the crowd as well. It was an amazing, mind-blowing, in my opinion, performance. At times, I kind of cringed because it got real, like, you know, real country. Like, I don't know. Maybe something you would have seen on like a sharecropper farm in the 30s or something, with like people using spoons on a washboard or whatever. But I'm really glad that it happened. It was, again, an amazing performance. The Dixie Chicks are amazing. And it's not surprising that they performed that song with Beyonce, partially because I read somewhere, maybe it was Madame Noir or somewhere, some blog, that the Dixie Chicks had been performing this song previously during their shows. And they're also pretty controversial from like past comments they made about the president, etc. Well, to some people, that was a big controversy, and that was a while back. I don't know, maybe 12 years ago. And then Beyonce's taken some slack recently because she's been seen as being racist and against the cops because of her Super Bowl performance, which I personally did not get that when I first watched it. Like when I first saw that performance, I thought, that natural hair and those berets are cute. It's kind of, I don't know, and it's kind of, maybe it's pro black. I don't know. Does having natural hair, wearing black, and a wearing a beret make you pro black? Because I possibly, I don't know, pro you love your natural hair, pro you love yourself. And is being pro black a bad thing? Is being pro white? What does that mean, pro? That you only like your race and no one else? I don't know. That doesn't make, I don't know. But her being against the cops and all this stuff, I kind of was like, oh, they're doing an X. Maybe that means that Malcolm X. I don't know. But I didn't get the anti-cop thing personally. I had to read about it, and I still didn't make the connection upon reading about it. But I bring that up because when I guess some of the country music fans that traditionally watched the show found out that she would be performing, some said that I don't know how many, I just read this in the blog, and maybe there were like 6 or 7 tweets, so maybe it wasn't a whole lot. Because the crowd did seem like a good portion of the crowd, there were maybe a few stony-faced people, but for the most part, they seemed like they received her. But from the blog I read, it seemed like some people were upset and saying they were going to boycott the show and not watch it because the show was supporting a racist, and one cop said that she and some other cops were going to boycott the show as well. But other than that, that's all that I saw. I didn't delve too deeply into criticism of her being chosen to perform there, though I was like pretty shocked, to say the least, and happy. I'm glad she did it. Beyoncé is an amazing performer, and she's breaking down barriers. Good for her. And I'll probably look up, well, that's probably the first time I've watched the Country Music Awards. And I'll probably go buy a few CDs, possibly. And speaking of country music, I'm a big Voice fan, and Blake Shelton's awesome. His personality and him being open-minded on the show and just being a cool dude to everyone, that also makes me want to like watch or discover more country artists, because I kind of thought that sector was closed off to certain people, and maybe that was in my head, maybe I was wrong, or maybe it's becoming more open. But I like seeing collaborations like Beyoncé and the Dixie Chicks on a platform like the Country Music Awards. It was a brilliant idea. Whoever thought of it, that was great, and I'm glad Beyoncé agreed to it. I'm glad the Dixie Chicks agreed to it. It was, again, a mind-blowing performance. And if you haven't seen it, I would look it up. It's amazing. You know, again, there's some real country parts, but what a great show. I hope they perform this with her on tour again when she goes, or if. Um, or maybe she'll make a guest. I doubt it, but maybe she'll make a guest appearance with them. But in any case, that's all I have to say about that. This is great. We're moving forward. We need to do more collaborations like this. We need to break down barriers. We need to come together. And music is like the best way to break down barriers and for people to come together and be one. Music saves. So, thank you so much for listening to my podcast. Let me know what you guys thought of the performance by Dixie Chicks and Beyoncé on the Country Music Awards. Yeah, I'd like to hear. Thank you again for listening. This is Lena and the Beat, and I am Lena London. Have a good, day, afternoon, evening, twilight, wherever you are. Take care.